In animation, you can do whatever you want, unless you're broadcasting your show to a children's network or on TV in general. There are still some rules you have to follow. But sometimes those rules are kind of overlooked, and sometimes there's an event that comes around that changes everything. And that causes the episode, or maybe even an entire series, to become banned. And that's what I'm counting down, the top 10 banned animations. Now, let me just clear something up. Pilots would not be on the list because those don't necessarily get banned as much as, a whole series or a single episode. And cancellation doesn't mean they're banned, unless for certain cases, which I may go over later in the list. Without further ado, let's just get started. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. You know what? We're too damn bad. No one gets to be the best. No one. Not even me. And that breaks my heart deep down inside. The Pokemon episode Beauty and the Beach got banned because, well, let me explain the episode. It had all the female characters going into a swimsuit contest. It's a bit iffy for a kid's show, but you know what, why not? And then Team Rocket joins in with James, getting inflatable breasts and flaunting them to Misty, saying things like, now you're probably thinking,
of course it's Slender Man, anime does this stuff all the time. Why is it not looking?
Well, my naive little child, it's because anime has its own standards, just like every other genre or media out there, when it tries to appeal to a certain kind of audience, being family-friendly. Whether that be TV shows, animation, video games, live action, music, anything. If you're going to try to appeal to a younger audience, you still have to be a little more careful than if you're making it for an older audience. That's why things like Attack on Titan get away with people being eaten by giant Titan people, and that's why Kill la Kill gets away with 2 half-naked women fighting for whatever reason. That's why Tokyo Ghoul gets away with so much score. Yes, there's censorship, but it's still there. Because those shows were made for an older audience, while Pokemon was made for a younger audience. And, what's appropriate to a younger audience in Japan is totally different to what's appropriate to us here. But even that, not okay. Sometimes your series can actually live on after the series finale. Reruns, it's may not be new episodes, but, it's fine. Unless your series finale gets banned, that really fucks everything over. The Powerpuff Girls series finale got banned not because of communism, which people thought it was, but because of a red and white flashing background that appeared in one scene. A similar incident that happened to the Pokemon anime, where they showed Porygon in one episode with a red and blue flashing background. Both incidents caused kids to feel nausea, headaches, sickness, and eventually had to go to the hospital because of seizures, causing both episodes of the Powerpuff Girls and Pokemon to be banned, and it also caused Porygon to never appear in a Pokemon anime again. What did he do? He didn't cause the background, and our Porygon's fault. Way to down the poor Porygon. Why, God? What did Dexter do that was so horrible that got it banned? I don't know, you tell me. No, seriously, you tell me. No, actually, better question. Why is my hair so curly? You tell me that. The Dexter's episode, Rude Removal, never actually premiered on Cartoon Network because it was banned before it even premiered. Yeah. However, because of popular fan demand, it got on Adult Swim's website. It's when, like a stereotypical Dexter's episode, Dexter's working some kind of experiment, Dee Dee comes in and starts fucking shit around like, "Hey, Dee Dee, fuck out!"
No, damn it, Shelly, get up. It's Glendale. Oh, goody.
She fucks up. They get split into 2 pairs, one good and one bad. The bad constantly swears, but yes, there are beeps. You can kind of hear what they're saying, though.
Where the are we? Beats the out of me. Yeah, here's your apology. Lunchtime, I'm starving.
Now, cartoons have sweared multiple times before, but usually in those episodes they tell you that swearing is wrong. Not in this particular situation, because here, they don't even give the effort to tell you, hey, no, swearing's wrong. They just do it. I mean, goddamn, you can't just have a fucking episode of a kid's show where characters are constantly fucking swearing, because, goddamn, you need to tell them that it's not okay to fucking swear sometimes. I mean, what the fuck is this shit?
Hello, I'm George Liquor, American.
Ren and Stimpy, man's best friend. Is this part of the adult party cartoon? No. This is part of the Nickelodeon series. It showed an episode, in the episode, Ren constantly beat a man with an oar until an eye popped out of his sockets. the episode was removed and banned because of violence that actually contributed to the series creator being fired from Nickelodeon. It wasn't the main reason, but it was one of many reasons. And I'm probably thinking there's violence in cartoons all the time, like Daffy Duck getting shot in the face. Well, when that happens, there's ash covering his face and he blinks a little bit. Not like his head pops off, he dies for the rest of the episode, and there are chunks like everywhere in the scene. No. Violence is kind of fine when you don't have realistic pain, like an eye falling out of the socket, and also Ren kind of threatens Stimpy that he would do the same thing to him.
Shut up! You're next, Mr. Doggy Treat!
Mama had chicken, Mama had cow. Dad was proud, he didn't care how. Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should care. Because that shit just doesn't happen. How does a woman just give birth to a cow and a chicken with your semen? It just doesn't happen. You gotta be suspicious, man. You have to be a little suspicious. And a little confused, because I don't think there's a scientific way you could make that happen. I don't care how you do it. I don't think it just can happen. But the episode Buffalo Gals was removed because of references to sex and lesbian stereotypes. You see, there was a gang inside the episode called the Buffalo Gals, and the episode got banned because of references to sex that happened later in the episode with baseball and pitching and hitting. But they didn't ban the episode because of the lesbian stereotypes, that just added on to it. The references to sex were the big reason they banned the episode. But what was so wrong with the lesbian stereotypes? The Buffalo Gals would break into your house and munch on your carpets. In case you don't know, carpet munchers is a very offensive term used against lesbians, like the N-word for black people, the F-word for gay guys, and the C-word for women in general. And I'm probably going to get in trouble for just saying carpet muncher online. Oh my god. I'm going to get in trouble. What happens when your entire series gets banned? You're fucked. Megas XLR and IGPX got banned because of tax write-offs. What does this mean? It means that the channel can legally write off an entire series to pay taxes. This means that Megas XLR and at the time IGPX couldn't legally premiere on TV anymore. Now, with going over a few pieces of paperwork, they were able to get IGPX back for Toonami.
I think your insane plan might actually work.
It ain't over yet.
Will it ever come back? I kind of doubt it because the creator of the series left and went to Disney for Motor City, and that ended after one season, so I don't know what he's going to do. When a show usually is about a certain religion, it can be certain iffy because people in that religion may take it offensively, even if it has nothing to do with bashing that religion. Pope Town got canceled because Christians got it banned. Kind of understandable because it showed the Pope as a delinquent. I'm not a Christian, by the way. But God, the Devil, and Bob got canceled because Christians saw it offensively. When God, the Devil, and Bob was actually in favor of Christians, and it was about God thinking about destroying the world and restarting everything, but letting a human, Bob, being able to show him that humans are still good people. God may have been thinking about destroying the world, but every episode had God giving Bob a life lesson. How is that so wrong? There's no raunchy humor. There's no satanic humor. The devil may be in it, but he has, subtle humor. What was the problem? Some people just need to learn that just because it's about their religion and it features a cartoony devil doesn't mean that it's offensive. And what really blows my mind is when they didn't even try to go after shows they tried, but it never worked. Go after shows like Mr. Pickles, Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, and another show like Black Jesus, I forgot what it was called. All on Adult Swim. Those shows barely didn't even get touched. Yet the shows that were more promoting the religion made it look more like a good thing rather than those other shows got banned. Once again, people need to get their priorities fucking straight.
Welcome to the Mysterious Stranger.
What could be so wrong with this? Well, they open a door and they see an angel. Oh, that's pretty good. Its name is Satan.
Who are you?
An angel.
What's your name?
Satan.
Later on in the episode, he makes a little clay city. He gets clay and gets the kids to make little people. He gives them life. Oh, it's a little sweet. Maybe he's not a bad guy. His name may be Satan, but, they start fighting over a bowl and he squishes them. It's just a cartoony splatter. It doesn't really matter. They morph into coffins and the rest of the clay people mourn over those coffins. He gets pissed, causes the apocalypse in this little clay town, kills everyone, strikes them with lightning, the kids run, and the last thing he says is
Life itself is only a vision, a dream. Nothing exists save empty space, and you are but a thought.
How did this ever get on TV? I'm sure you all heard of the rumored Tiny Toons One Beer. It showed 3 of the main characters finding a beer of alcohol, drinking it, and getting drunk. You know, maybe it's one of those episodes where they're teaching kids not to drink and they have to get the characters drunk to show them that. Well, they didn't really say anything about that. Okay, maybe you could do more than just saying it. They could have more like symbolism, but they didn't really say anything about it or have any symbolism besides them driving drunk and falling off a cliff and dying at the end of the episode because of drunk driving. There's just some things you don't do! Getting the characters drunk and teaching kids not to drink, that's okay. Getting the main characters to die because they drove and while they're under the influence of alcohol, not okay. Not fucking okay. Not 1, not 2, but 11 animations were all banned in 1968. These were known as the Censored 11. 11 cartoons from Merry Melodies and Looney Tunes that all got banned at the same time for the same reason, racism. You see, in the 1930s and the 1940s, it was socially accepted to have black stereotypes in your animation, especially these 11 cartoons. Like, one for example, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. 7. One accidentally got on Cartoon Network in 2001, but it was quickly pulled after that, and they've been saying that they wanted to re-release all of the Censored 11 on a DVD. However, from my knowledge, they have yet to do so. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, someone correct me, because I have been wrong multiple times. This is still remarkable, because people bring this up to this very day. The Censored 11 can still be found online, and some are modified, some are still unchanged from their original counterpart, but it still exists nonetheless. That's why the Censored 11 is number 1. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, maybe favorite, and subscribe if you want to see some more. I make videos almost every day, and we also fish and stealing at least once in our lives.